high school, my very first ex-boyfriend was very traumatic.
Traumatized?
So to go through that in high school, he was very verbally abusive to me. In high school, that's a very scary thing. He was very mentally manipulative and just very terrible and cheated on me multiple times. Just, I'm also a very forgiving person. So in a sense, it was my fault for staying in that as long as I did. But I carried that experience was traumatic and it affected me moving on to my next relationship. It's like you were saying, how like every step forward you kind of take a step back and you're like, hold on, you have to look at it again. It's like I would try and move forward from it, but you can't get past the aspect of like trust. How are you going to trust someone again like the way that you did? And it's a scary thing. It's a very scary thing.
Yeah, because those feelings come back.
Exactly. And it's like, what if it's going to happen again?
Exactly. And that's what trauma is.
Yeah.
Feeling those exact feelings that you've once experienced with somebody else that you particularly don't have to have those feelings with, that's what trauma is.
But in that case, trauma's good. We actually need more trauma. You know how many?
But then you're not going to be able to trust anyone ever.
You know how many girls I talk to? They're like, oh, I hate this guy. He's a sociopath, narcissist, blah, blah, blah. And then they get into their next relationship. Oh, this guy's a sociopath, narcissist. And then the next one is like, you needed some trauma. Like, get some trauma so you can go, well, what you guys define as trauma. So you can go to your next relationship and be like, hey, I'm not going to date this sociopath, narcissist guy because I experienced that already. I learned from my mistakes and I'm using my trauma to make a better decision.
Not everyone learns from their mistakes and they
That's
just
what I'm
love
saying.
Trauma. They love the chaos. So they keep going back for more.
But
Because
isn't
their trauma never healed.
No,
ever.
they don't. The point is the trauma didn't work. Like they needed to use the trauma and
worked.
be like, hey, I'm not going to stub my toe on the bed again.
So
I'm going to go a different direction.
It
Are you gonna go
affects people
traumatize someone?
differently.
What?
Are you going to go traumatize someone?
No,
I'm
I
sure
would
he
never
has
traumatize
before.
anybody.
There's numbers of them.
No, that he is traumatized.
Yes.
I wouldn't say traumatized.
I don't doubt
There's a
that.
list.
There's a list going.
Yes.
I mean,
No.
If every single one of them had a knife, he'd be he wouldn't be.
He wouldn't be here.
No. I've been blocked a couple times.